gentlemen, and everyone in between and beyond, welcome to Dr. Fix Me Live! The tabloid talk show podcast coming to you live from the Lincoln Lodge. Give it up for the Lincoln Lodge! Oh, I'm so delighted that you are here today. I know I asked this before, but I want to ask it again by round of applause. Who's hearing this show for the very first time? All right. I see we have a table over here of very first-time viewers. Don't worry, I'm going to be easy. I'm going to be gentle. I'm on your side, but I'm curious to know what brought you to the show? A lift? So, okay, so someone drove you here. Obviously, you were given a ride here. But I see three of you here at this table. I want to know who deserves credit or, depending on how the show goes, blame for being here. Over here? In the white shirt? Hi, what's your name? Indiana? Hi, Indiana. I'm Dr. Fix Me. I'm your host, by the way, if that wasn't clear, if that wasn't obvious. I'm curious to know what brought you out to the show. What inspired you to pick this show of all the shows at the Lincoln Lodge?
I don't know.
Sure. You just like whatever's available? Yeah. Well, yeah, let's pick it. Whatever. Low-hanging fruit. Let's grab it. I love it. Hey, I'll take it. Give it for Indiana and her table here. I imagine you must be her family. Yeah, all right. Well, you're going to be thanking Indiana much later. This is going to be, you're in for a rare treat, all right? This is fantastic. So for those of you who don't know, especially this table, this show is all about helping people. All I'm trying to do is help this world out, one person, one issue at a time, which is why I have a doctorate in radio and television broadcasting, with a specialization in tabloid talk shows. And you may wonder, why would anyone study tabloid talk shows? Well, that's because my heroes from the 90s were the likes of Jerry Springer, Maury Povich, Sally Jesse Raphael, Ricky Lake, Jenny Jones, Geraldo Rivera, Dr. Phil, Dr. Oz, Montel Williams, even Oprah, because they spent their careers helping people. Each new episode of their show, they would transform the lives of someone new. And I thought, well, why can't I do that? So that's why I have this show here at the Lincoln Lodge. And you being an audience of a live episode, you have an opportunity to participate in this show at your discretion. Now, before you get nervous or anxious, I want you to know that Dr. Fix Me fosters a safe space. This is a safe space here at the Lincoln Lodge for you to express your truth, whatever that is inside your heart. I want you to know that you are welcome to express that truth. For example, if anyone on my stage says something that you agree with, something that rings true in your heart too, let that truth be known. Cheer. Chant their name if you feel so about it. Yes, that's right. But conversely, if they say something you don't approve of, that you find it just disgusting, offensive, and hateful, feel free to boo. Oh my God, I love that. I didn't even have to give you a practice run. You guys already know how to boo. This is great. It's a safe space to boo and cheer safe spaces. It's totally fine. So Dr. Fix Me might not know what a safe space is. But with that said, I'm so excited that you're here. Now, Fix Me is the name of the show. Fixing them is my goal, but it's not a guarantee. What is a guarantee is meeting them and figuring out who they are and what ails them and seeing if I can help them out. And, oh, you know what? Before I forget, because sometimes I do, I want you to keep me on my toes. Towards the end of the show, before I wrap this up, I'm going to open the floor to the audience for questions. Because sometimes Dr. Fix Me overlooks a detail or something just gets past me and I wasn't, maybe I missed something. So this gives you an opportunity to ask questions of anyone on stage, of anything at all, or a question of me, of myself. You want to know more about Dr. Fix Me. So we'll open the floor for questions towards the end of the show. But with that said, I want to bring out my first guest. I'm going to get this show on the road. Now, unfortunately, this show runs on a bit of a budget, and my producers have only given me a piece of paper with hopefully my first guest's name and why they're here. So without any further ado, I want to bring on my first guest. Let me see here. My producers have given me a card here that says, I want to get this right in the light. It says, Lorena Peach Greer. And it seems like that's all it is. I don't know why she's here, but you know what? I'll take it. That's quite all right. Please give a warm Dr. Fix Me welcome to Lorena Peach Greer. Welcome, Lorena, to Dr. Fix Me. Hello. Thank you for coming.
My goodness, thank you for having me.
Of course.
Wow.
Did I say that right? Lorena Peach Greer?
Lorena Peach Greer, yes, you did.
Oh, hi. Well, welcome to Dr. Fix Me.
Thank you.
Yeah, I can't help but detect a bit of an accent.
I'm from Virginia.
Oh, nice. That's wonderful.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay, yeah, of course.
I'm Southern.
Of course, yeah. I mean, Virginia is a southern state,
yes.
Hence the accent.
Thank you.
Yeah, of course. So, Lorena, I'm happy to meet you, but I'm curious to know what brings you to the show.
Oh, my God, Dr. Fix Me. I have a big conundrum that I need your help fixing.
Sure.
Yeah, so tomorrow is the big debutante ball. And my date has canceled on me last minute.
Oh, my goodness.
And I do not know why they canceled.
Oh.
But I will not be a woman in society if I do not attend the debutante ball.
The debutante ball.
The debutante ball.
Okay. Now, I'm curious to know about this debutante ball. I don't know. I've never been to one.
Me neither.
And so, you haven't?
No, I'm not a woman yet.
Oh.
I cannot be a Southern woman unless I graduate the debutante ball.
Oh. Is this like a rite of passage for you?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Every woman I know has been to their debutante ball.
Oh, okay.
But not me.
Oh, wow.
And if I can't find a man in the next few hours,
Oh, goodness.
I run the risk of not being a woman.
Is it? I fear,
Well, not like a full woman.
I fear, Lorena, that you might be putting a little too much stress on yourself, a little too much emphasis on this.
Are you from the South?
Not really, no.
Then you don't know.
Oh. I guess I don't. And I've never been to a debutante ball. I think the closest equivalent to this might be, in my experience, like I remember in high school, there was a homecoming dance or
Okay.
a prom
Yeah.
where people had to dress up. I remember
Sure.
like pinning a corsage on my date.
Right.
Is it like that? Like how does that
No.
compare to prom?
No, it's nothing like prom. This
Oh.
is so much more intense.
Oh,
You all wear white dresses, and
everyone.
well, all the ladies.
Oh, okay.
And your dates. And the dates wait for you at the bottom of a very elaborate staircase. And
Oh.
as your name is called, you descend the staircase, and then you must curtsy as low as you possibly can, which
Oh.
I have been practicing for months
Oh.
to get correct. And if you do that, and then your date whisks you into the ballroom, and then you have a lovely dinner, and then you dance around, and once you get through all that, you are formally a woman.
Wow. So once you survive the debutante ball, dancing with your partner.
Yes, you have to learn all the waltzes and all the back and forth dances. All
my
of them.
goodness.
Line dances.
So-
you name it.
Is it possible to attend a debutante ball, fail at the dancing, and still not become a woman? Is that?
Yes.
Oh my goodness.
But I know I've got that part on lock.
Okay.
I have good feet.
Okay.
I have perfect attendance at all my dance classes.
Oh, nice.
So I know I'm fine there.
Okay.
But I need a man.
You need a man. Sounds like you need a date. Someone canceled on you.
Yes.
Now, tell me about this cancellation. How did you find out that your date canceled on you?
He texted me last night.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah.
His name was Peter.
Peter?
And he didn't tell me why he canceled.
He didn't.
No,
What did he say?
He said, "Not gonna make it. Sorry, sad face emoji."
That's it. Not gonna make it.
Yeah.
Wow. That feels a bit cowardly. That someone would say that they would back out of an agreement with you. Like, how long had you two been committed to going to this debutante ball? How long?
Oh my God, at least 6 months.
So for 6 months you had this planned.
Yes, and he asked me.
Whoa!
You cannot attend a debutante ball unless you are 16 years old and have been asked.
Oh my goodness!
But once you hit the age of 18, you can't do them anymore.
There's an age limit.
There's an age limit.
Oh my goodness!
Yes.
How close are you to that age limit?
I turn 18 in 2 weeks.
Oh no!
There's only one debutante ball left.
You have one opportunity to become a woman.
Yes.
Oh my goodness!
And if I don't become a woman, I will probably be a spinster.
Okay. So yeah, let's talk through the worst case scenario. Let's say you end up not having a date, a partner, a dance partner to escort you through to dance the waltz through to I guess how do I say this? Chauffeur you all the way to womanhood. If you don't have this and you become a spinster, I mean, what's so bad about being a spinster?
Well, then I'll never get into college. And then
I don't know if that's true. I don't know that
I will never be able to find gainful employment. I will live
Again, I don't think that's true.
I will live at home with my parents until they
That's probably true.
unjustly die at my hand.
Oh.
I will take over their home and property, and then I will just live there for the rest of eternity, just as an angry myth
Oh my goodness.
that everyone in the town knows of, but hasn't seen in a while.
Oh my goodness. Well, I guess for the sake of your sanity and for the sake of your parents' health and longevity, we need to get you a date to this debutante ball.
Please, anything.
Oh my goodness. Okay. Well, I'm on your side,
Okay.
Lorena. I want to help you out, and
Thank
I
you.
think this is a noble quest. I'm excited for you. I really want to see if I can connect you with someone.
Thank you so much.
Let's say this date or this episode goes exactly the way that you want.
Yes.
Congratulations, all your dreams and your wishes are fulfilled. What does that look like?
Oh my God, it means that I leave with multiple options for dates.
Oh!
Yeah, if it goes my way, then I will have my pickings. And then I will be able to go to the debutante ball. I will perform my duties as planned. And then I will be a full woman. And when I will go to college, I'll be able to do everything I want.
Wow. It sounds like this is going to unlock everything for you.
Yeah, if I don't have a date tonight, my life is ruined.
Oh my goodness. So everything hinges on this episode.
Yeah, you
Oh my-
have to help.
Okay, I'm going to do my darndest, okay? I'm going to do my darndest.
Thank
so,
you.
look, I'm on your side, and it looks like my producers have given me a card of my next guest. So, look, I want to help you out as best as I can.
Yeah.
And, as we all know, there's more than one side to every story. And hopefully this person can shine a light on what's going on in your situation and can provide some perspective on what's going on with you. So with that said, I want to bring on my next guest, if you're all right with that. So I want to bring on, let's get this card in the light. Looks like I have Chester Chestingtonfield, gentleman new to cell phones. Welcome, Chester Chestingtonfield, to Dr. Fixme. Welcome, welcome, welcome.
How are you? Jesus Christ. Oh, you can. Well, doctor, what the hell's this all about?
Hi, Chester. Wow, you are an impressionable young lad.
I sure, what the hell is going on?
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
And I can't tell. I want to read this card again. I want to make sure I get this right. Did I get your name right? Chester Chestington?
Chestertonville, that's correct.
Gentle, and I see gentleman, gentle is underlined.
It sure is.
Okay, and it says new to cell phones.
Correct.
Okay, I'm curious, why is gentle underlined? Why not just gentleman?
I'm known for my touch.
Oh, you are?
It is a gentle touch, but when provoked, it does become a little bit more firm. Only when there is a true when the hand of God is in there pointing me in the right direction. Nothing gets out of my way. Nothing gets in my way. But it's all gentle. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
I love a man that loves God.
Yeah, and Chester, I can't help but notice that you also have an accent.
I do. Go ahead.
Can I ask where it's from?
We're figuring that out in real time.
Oh, okay. Well, in the very least, I want to know where are you from?
I'm a man of all nations. I'm
Oh,
a man,
really?
A man for all seasons.
Okay,
in some ways.
because it sounds like you're at least in the very least, the southern half of the United States.
I've heard of a debutante. I have heard of that before.
Oh, okay, so you're familiar with the debutante ball.
I am.
Okay, so I don't need to, introduce you to that concept.
No.
Because it sounds to me like a fancier version of prom where the stakes are much higher.
It's not prom.
Right.
And
I understand.
if you're going to keep making those
That's my
metaphors,
only
I'm gonna
point of
get
reference.
mad.
I'm sorry, Lorena. That's my only point of reference. Hey, by the way, is the debutante ball affiliated with a school? Because that's prom is usually like juniors and seniors only.
No, it's affiliated with the South.
Oh, okay. All right. Forgive me.
Sorry, this is the ball, debutante ball.
The debutante ball.
I'm used to the debutante sword fighting down at the old mud pit.
Debutante sword fighting?
Yeah, down at the mud pit.
The mud pit.
Yeah.
Where's that at?
Well, it's right next to the creek, right across from the forest. Mud pit.
Okay. Sorry, I'm not too familiar with the South.
Sure.
I've visited from time to time.
Yeah,
but
well, me too.
Oh, okay. So tell me about the debutante sword fighting. Is that anything like a debutante ball?
Well, as far as I know, so sword fighting is, clink, clink, clank, we kind of back and forth, getting
Sure.
the swords going. But I think what makes it interesting and unique is we have a bunch of people who are looking to become women surround us. They kind of circle us up here in the mud pit, and we fight. And if one of us wins, we get to pick which one becomes the woman.
Oh my goodness.
That's right.
So let me get this straight. One winner out of all the men's sword fight to see who the winner is.
Correct.
And then of all the women surrounding them, you just pick one.
We just picked the one. I think we're finding that there's.
I feel like that's a poor ratio of victor to like losers there, because I mean, surely like the men who've lost could at least pick someone, another woman maybe like.
Show me a perfect system, I'll show you God. Okay. I don't know if there's a perfect way to pick who becomes a woman, but I know that I've won 3 sword fights in the mud pit.
Wow.
I've picked 3 women, so I don't,
And
again,
you pick them? Did you just pick them and then they become a woman?
It's
Like,
much more gentle than that.
It's much more gentle?
Yeah.
Okay.
You pick them and boom, they're a woman, and then they're off to do women things, and then
okay, like going to college,
all of that,
having jobs.
Sure.
Okay. And so you've had to participate in this in 3 times. I'm curious to know what happens if you don't win a debutante sword fight.
Well, you actually lose your man status. You can become a boy again.
Oh wow!
Yeah. So it's a kind of a weird gender hierarchy. The way that we become men, the way we become women, and I think in the small community that I come from,
yeah,
we've been doing these debutante sword fights.
So these debutante sword fights are, it sounds like the same goal for the women as it is for the men. So the women are looking, the girls are looking to become women, the boys are looking to become men, but only the victors become to transcend into adulthood.
Correct.
Okay.
Correct.
And you've had to do this. You've done this 3 times as a man. Once you became a man the first time, why go back and risk it?
Yeah.
Twice.
Well, again, I think part of the decision making.
It's okay. This is a safe space.
I've always been kind of an on the edge kind of guy, right? I like getting on the dance floor and not knowing what song's coming next.
Oh.
I like getting out there and strutting my stuff and making myself look real, and vibrant and strong and with clear, you could draw me from memory. I want my lines are sharp. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
I want to make a statement when I walk in the plane. So yeah, sure, I became a man in the first sword fight, and I did.
I feel like you would probably use the phrase I grab life by the horns. Is that something that would apply to you?
I've never heard that, but I love that.
I
Yeah.
feel like your level of assertiveness
yeah.
and vigor
Yeah.
and zest for life.
Yeah.
That's fantastic. Okay.
Yeah.
And I'm curious to know. I see Lorena's taking a shine to you. But I'm curious to know, Chester.
Lorena? Is that a family name?
Maybe.
I think Greer might be the family name.
It's all a family name.
Oh, okay. Chester, I'm curious to know. Do you, perhaps know how to, waltz?
Is that like a sword fighting step or what?
No, it's a dance. It's an
sure, I can dance. I can do that.
I believe 3/4 time.
3-4 times?
Yeah, if you can just count to 3, that's really all you
1,
need to do.
2, 3.
1, 2, 3.
1, 2, 3.
1, 2, 3.
1, 2, 3.
Yeah, that's right. And then
okay.
if you can step that way, then you can waltz.
It's kind of like sword fighting. Well, cool. All right, yeah, I guess I can waltz.
Oh wow! So I know, like, waltzing is a type of dancing. Are there other types of dances that are required to help, transition you into womanhood?
There are
Lorena?
so many dances that you must practice and learn over the course of multiple years, but I have perfected all of them, like the line dance.
Oh, the line dance. Okay.
Yes.
Huh.
Okay. Yeah, so there are many different types of dancing that you may have to know. What types of sword fighting do you know?
Good question. I know kind of the main kind, which we're all familiar with, kind of the clink, clink, clink. I'm also starting to become expert level at the more sort of vigorous kind of northern style of sword fighting, which you're coming up from here. Right?
Northern
You're coming
style.
up top, north, down. Right. That's
Okay.
kind of a new style I've been working on.
Okay.
And then. But I'm not learning too much more. You become a man 3 times. There's not a lot of room to learn a lot of new stuff.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you see yourself participating in the debutante sword fight anymore? I feel like, quit drilling. You've struck oil. Chester?
I'd love to have made that my whole life. I would have stayed there the whole time. But unfortunately, at the 3rd time, unless you have a large dowry or some sort of financial commitment to the sword fighting league,
okay,
you're no longer allowed to participate. So they strap 3 straps on your arm for being a man 3 times, and
you're 3 times a man.
3 times a man. That's
wow.
Right. But I think that life is kind of behind me, and so when you called me on my new cell phone, I terrified first of all.
You received a call to be on the show?
I did.
Oh.
I guess it was one of your producers. Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah. So they must have called you up. I guess understanding what was going on with Lorena here.
That's right.
They reached out to you.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
And so what's this whole new to cell phone thing? Like you just This is your first cell phone?
I just got it the other day. It's a
Really?
brand new cell phone. It's T-Mobile. Is that
Sure,
what it is?
T-Mobile. Yeah. They're great.
I'm covered. It's a great deal.
Okay.
I'm paying, but I've just never had a phone before. I've just been able to kind of get around and do my thing, do my sword fight and my Debutant and everything.
Okay.
I'm very good with my hands.
Okay.
So
I don't want to get off too much of a sidetrack here, but I want to know why. Oh my.
I'll put that cell phone down.
Chester, I'm curious to know why take this so long to have a cell phone? Why not have one? I mean, you're clearly a man. Why not have one sooner?
Well, I think that's exactly. I'm clearly a man, right? I don't need a cell phone, right? Okay. I got my hands. I've got my tools. I got all this stuff that kind of That's how I communicate, I guess you could say, right? I build up people, but I also build up things like houses and well, the mud pit needed renovations from time to time, so I was down there sort of ensuring its strength. And
you renovated the mud pit, okay?
Yeah, but so the cell phone, I never had anybody who really needed me in that way.
So what inspired you to get the phone now?
Well,
as you've gone so long without it.
One of those women that I made, they they said, "Hey, I'd really like to keep tabs on you, sort of make sure you're okay."
Oh, okay.
It was sort of a protection thing.
Oh,
I'm getting up into my years now. I'm getting a little older.
Oh, you are? May I ask how old you are?
Yeah, I'm about 66.
Oh, really? 66.
66 years old.
You're finally getting a phone.
Finally getting a phone.
Wow.
Again, I've had this vagabond kind of life, a man for all seasons kind of thing. I've got all these skills, right? And no one's ever,
How long ago did you participate in these debutante sword fights?
Well, it was one every 7 years.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So when you were 7?
Correct.
Then 14, then 21?
That's it.
And then after 21, they're like, look, you can't participate in this anymore?
Came back at 28 for the fourth time.
Oh, I see.
And that's when they said you're out.
Wow, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, my goodness.
And then, just about 40 years without a cell phone. And and I've been fine, really, I think, until now. I mean...
Well, you're an amazing, spry 66 years old. Sorry, forgive me.
Not a problem.
You're a spry 66-year-old.
Thank
Wow,
you.
man, and you got such gumption and such a joie de vivre. Like, I am very, very impressed with your just youthful outlook on life.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Joie de vivre. Do you know what that means?
No.
I like a joy of life. You have an effervescence about you. You're spry.
Wow.
Yeah. You look like you've stayed out of the sun.
It's so funny because I feel like most of my life has been in the sun. So
You got good genes.
oh my god.
This is fantastic.
Do you think she'll call me on my phone?
I think she will. I don't know. That's Lorena. I mean, how are the prospects looking here?
I've had a cell phone for most of my life because I am a young lady.
Yeah, of course.
So I may or may not call.
I like that.
Okay. Well, I think this is a fantastic potential for a connection. I'm not saying that there is one or isn't. I don't know. It's not for me to judge. I feel like we're going to leave that to Lorena. But I think it's important that we take a pause so that we can hear a word from our sponsor. Because this is showbiz, after all. And the business part of this show is hearing a live read of one of our local sponsors. So with that said, I want to bring on, looks like my producers have given me. Oh, great. This is fantastic. This is one of my, I've had this sponsor on before. So I'm excited to see how far along they've come. Please welcome today, looks like I've got Matteo Mondavi, Robert Mondavi Estates After School Programming. Welcome, Matteo Mondavi to Dr. Fix Me.
Thank you so much. It is so good to be back, Dr. Fix Me.
Matteo, it's been quite a while.
A little bit. You usually have me on in the summer so I can talk about the Robert Mondavi Estate Summer Sommelier Camp, but that happened. It was a smashing success.
Great. And for those of you who don't know, Robert Mondavi it's a vineyard.
Excuse. Who doesn't know Robert Mondavi, my grandfather? Okay, Robert Mondavi of Robert Mondavi Wines revolutionized American wines and the whole wine industry. So the whole Napa Valley, have you heard of that?
Yes, I'm sure we've heard of Napa
Valley.
Valley.
My grandfather put it on the map. Okay, now he also revolutionized how we categorize wines and name them. Before my grandfather, Robert Gerald Mondavi, wines used to be categorized by where they're from. But that's not helpful. That's like, bleh. So he decided, he came out with, in 1968, his Cabernet Sauvignon, called it Fumé Blanc. Sorry. Cabernet.
Is this the wine talking? I feel like you've
I'm
had
not drunk. I'm 14. His Cabernet Sauvignon Blanc, and that is named after the grape. So now wines like Cabernet Sauvignon and Sauvignon Blanc and all the other ones, they're named after the grape varietal, not the place, like a Chianti. That doesn't help you. What's a Chianti taste like? Meh. So yeah, okay, and yeah, I'm 14. I am the youngest level 6 sommelier in America. There is a 12-year-old in Italy. We don't talk about her.
Oh.
I'm a level 6 sommelier. It is there are very few level 6 sommeliers in the world. It is very hard to become a level 6 sommelier, but I am one.
Well, I'm so glad that you're here, Mateo. I can't believe so much has happened. I think the last time you were here, you were running
Not running. I'm still 14.
Well, you were a staff member of the Robert Mondavi.
I'm still a staff member at Robert Mondavi Estate Summer Sommelier Wine Camp.
Okay, so you're still affiliated with the wine camp. So tell us what's been going on with the wine camp.
Well, that's over because it's not summer, duh.
Okay.
But we do have programming year round. So we do after school programming. I'm so sorry. Oh my god, my voice has been cracking like so much. It's like
You're almost ready for the sword fight.
oh my.
Oh, that's right. I mean, I guess how young are boys? I guess they're as young as 7.
Yeah, we do fencing on the sommelier summer
You're
camp.
halfway there.
Yeah.
You're
Wow.
almost ready for the debutante ball too.
Really? Can I do the boys have to be 16 or can a 14-year-old?
Yeah, what's the age limit for the debutante ball?
Can a
I'm curious to
mature
know.
14-year-old come?
No one's ever asked. So
Well, if a mature 14-year-old boy can come, then I would love to go with debutante ball. I do.
Chester, I don't mean to rain on your parade here or your potential for a debutante date here, but I just want to see what the options are for Lorena.
Well, yep, I'm there. I would probably have to make sure I can miss school. I could talk to, but we're pretty big.
I'm sure it'd probably be on a weekend, right? A debutante ball.
it's tomorrow, Sunday.
Sunday.
Oh, well,
The Lord's Day.
The Lord's Day.
Women can only become women on days of God.
Now I do.
Oh.
True in the sword fighting.
Oh
too.
yeah. Okay.
Oh.
Well, as long as it's not in the morning, because we do have to go to Catholic mass because Mondavi, very Italian family. So.
Sure.
Yeah. You know who likes wine too?
Who?
Jesus.
Oh, sure. Right. That's why he turned water into it.
Yeah. You know who else?
Who?
The Pope.
Of course.
You know what kind of wine the Pope drinks?
Is it Robert Mondavi wine?
Who's to say if it's not?
Oh, certainly not me. Certainly not me.
No.
Okay.
Yeah, so yeah, I'm available, but I'm here to talk about after school programming. We have after school sommelier classes if you want. We do some wine pairing classes, but it's like stuff for kids, obviously. So it's like what wine goes best with chicken nuggets and.
So these are classes exclusively for children. To learn about wine and taste.
Pinot Grigio, by the way, that's what goes best.
Oh, with nuggets?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
My Lord, that's awesome.
Wow. Okay. Okay. So there's certain wines that pair with like fast food. Okay, I see.
Yeah, pizza.
Pizza. What pairs best with pizza?
A Merlot.
Merlot. Okay.
I can verify that one.
You can, Lorena.
Is that? Do the
okay.
debutantes have to learn about the wines?
Of course.
Oh, wow! Now that's fancy. I love fancy things. I'm a fancy boy.
I want to get back to Lorena. I'm curious.
Yes.
Is there like an age, minimum age or a maximum age for this debutante ball?
Debutantes?
Yeah.
Well, it's from ages 16 to 18.
Sure, for the women, but for the
Yes,
men.
for the men.
Or boys.
No one's ever asked.
Oh.
No one ever asks the boys how old they are.
Almost like Air Bud rules. Like there's no rule saying they can't do it.
Exactly.
Oh.
I like that. That's what. Okay, there were no rules saying that a 12-year-old couldn't become a level 6 sommelier, and I did. Actually, there might have been, but whatever.
So you've been a level 6 sommelier for 2 years now.
I have. I'm kind of I'm a nepo baby.
a nepo grandbaby.
A Napa nepo baby.
Ah.
Yeah. We came up with that one last time. Remember?
No.
Okay, well, we did.
It's been a year since I've talked to you.
Okay, yeah,
And a
I
year before that.
know. Why haven't you had me on sooner?
Again, my producers, they booked the show. I had no idea that you were going to
Okay.
be here. I was so surprised when I saw your card.
Oh, I'm happy to be here. And bring me back for the holidays, and I can bring you a special holiday wine.
Ooh, yeah. What's a good holiday one? What pairs with a nice roasted turkey?
Oh, a roasted turkey. A Voignier.
I'm sorry?
A Voignier.
Oh, I'm unfamiliar with
It's
that type
actually a
of one.
German varietal.
Oh, okay.
It's quite tasty.
Do you really want this drunk kid at
I'm
your
not
debutante sword fight?
I am not. First of all, I'm not drunk. To be a sommelier, everybody knows that you swish it. You take a sip, you swish it in your mouth, and you spit it out.
Oh, but
I'm
come
not
on,
okay.
Mateo.
Sometimes you might swallow a bit. And listen, my family is Italian. Not my father or my grandfather like directly, but we're Italian. Our great grandfather
Okay.
and grandmother was from Sassafrato, and so
Oh.
in the Marche region, and so in Italy, everybody drinks. Okay, you come out of the womb, they give you a glass of wine. Okay,
Wow.
it's not a big deal. Okay, everyone in America is like, oh no, we have to protect the children,
Look,
but no.
He's so impressive. If you want to pick him, I get it. I understand why. All right.
The
I'm-
South and Italy must have a lot in common because as soon as I am out the womb, Prosecco immediately. You know,
Really?
every child Prosecco
Wow.
immediately upon birth.
Oh,
Okay.
see, that's Prosecco's nice.
It is,
Oh,
yes.
I love
Ooh.
a good Prosecco.
Prosecco, what does that pair well with? What kind of food?
Prosecco, you want that with like a nice, like summery, like a light, like you got like peaches actually.
Yeah, they taste real good with
Prosecco
like,
and peaches.
Oh, okay.
Exactly.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Yeah,
hard
so
for me
you
to
want
beat.
like a light, like if you're out to lunch with your girlfriends or something, you get a nice salad, get some Prosecco.
Okay, and so I want to get back to the topic of these classes that you're hosting. Where, if anyone wants to, I guess, take a class to learn what pairs with what food, and they're of course they're the appropriate age, and by appropriate I mean underage.
Oh, any ages.
Really?
It's a fun thing to do with your family. We have, the after school program is just for kids, just like Twix. And then, but we do have, now we have online classes. Fun thing to do with your family. You have to buy, we'll give you a list of what wines to buy, and then we go, it's me, or it's my brother, or it's my mom sometimes, and we will talk about, the best pairings.
Okay.
And sometimes we even do some cooking classes with
nice.
wine,
Cooking with wine.
Exactly, like drunken chicken's not the only thing that's drunk.
Ah, okay. All right. Might be the chef too. Okay.
Exactly.
And so if anyone wants to get a hold of these classes, if they want to participate and learn what pairs well with what, how can they get a hold of you,
Is there a
Mateo?
phone number?
Wow, that was weird. I've never.
Well, I think it's, to catch you up here, Chester has never used a phone before.
I got two numbers in my phone. I'm trying to add a third.
Well, actually, we do have. I don't know if I hop, but there is like a line to reach like the front desk if you want like tickets for like tours and stuff. It's like if you go on robertmondaviestates.com, at the bottom there's numbers, but then if you want classes, you go to education.
Okay.
And then you can click and there's different age levels, and you have we have a class calendar up there, so take a look. We're already in the fall classes. You couldn't join, but if you want to do winter classes, if you want to do spring classes,
Okay.
if you're interested in signing up, you or your kids for a sommelier summer camp, you can do that ahead of time. You might get a discount if you do it ahead of time. So.
Okay, so they simply need to go to robertmondaviestates.com.
Yes.
That's fantastic.
/education.
/education. All right. And just so I don't suppose you have like a slogan, a jingle, or an earworm that would help people remember Robert Mondavi Estates. Is there anything that you'd like to share?
Robert Mondavi Estates. We are start 'em young.
Start 'em young. Matteo Mondavi. Matteo Mondavi. Oh, that is fantastic. All right, I want to touch base with my first guest, Lorena Peach
Hi.
Greer.
Yes.
You seem to be a little overheated. You're still fanning yourself.
It's hot under these slats.
The spotlights can be quite hot.
Yeah, and
so,
if anything happens and my makeup runs, I run the risk of not being a woman.
oh my goodness!
Any tiny mistake.
Any tiny mistake.
Any tiny mistake.
Is womanhood that fragile?
Oh God, yes.
Wow, I had no idea.
Oh my God, it's because you're not one.
Yeah, that is true. I'm not a woman, so I can't help but only imagine the issues that you must face.
Oh, So many.
So, Lorena, how do you feel about your prospects so far?
I'm a little nervous.
You are?
I turn 18 in 2 weeks.
2
I got a
weeks.
66-year-old man here who just learned how to use a cell phone, and I grew up on a cell phone. I got a 14-year-old here who's drunk. You know,
I'm not drunk yet.
But you're definitely a wino.
No, I'm a enthusiast. I'm a sommelier, okay? Not a wino. That is crass.
Oh, I apologize. So,
I'm a little worried.
okay, that's quite all right. And you know what? I might not be the best suited to help you in this endeavor, but I don't want you to lose hope, because listening in the wings of this room for the entirety of this show is an expert in a particular field who can hopefully offer you better advice. Because I feel like I'm out of my element. I don't know anything about debutante balls or sword fighting or underage sommeliers. But hopefully my final guest can help shine a light on what's going on here and provide some advice that can help clarify what direction you need to take from this point. So with that said, I want to bring out my last guest. Okay. I'm not sure if this might be a relation or not. I have no idea. But it looks like I have Lorena Beauregard Greer. Please call me Beau. That's what my friends call me. Welcome, Lorena Beauregard Greer, to Dr. Fix Me. Welcome. Welcome.
What the hell is this?
Welcome, Lorena Beauregard Greer.
Thank you so much for having me. Oh my God, look at these people. Hello. Oh my goodness.
Hi, Lorena. Wow.
It's chilly in here. Does it smell like laundry, like dirty laundry?
It smells like you. Beau.
Hi, Beau. Should I call you Beau? I see. Lorena.
That's what my friends call me.
But your full name is.
It's on the thing, isn't it?
It is.
Did they tell you?
Yeah, I see.
My name's Lorena Beauregard Greer. That's a family name. Now, Lorena Greer is a family name. We each get our own middle name. Now, I'm the girl's father.
Beau. Lorena, Peach Greer is your daughter.
Yes.
Oh, I see. Well, welcome here to Dr. Fix Me. So I guess usually I ask before we get to your advice what your area of expertise is, but we know your area of expertise. You're her father.
Debutante balls and debutante sword fights are actually a little bit of an area of expertise for me.
Really?
You are kidding me.
I met the girl's mother after I won two. I have two bands.
Oh, man to man, right here. Are you kidding me?
Hey.
Oh
Wow.
my God.
Okay, so
Oh
Beau,
my God.
so Beau, you had to participate in a debutante sword fight twice?
2 times, yeah. The
Wow.
first one, me and that girl just didn't work out.
Oh.
Just wasn't meant to be. We don't have to dwell on it.
Was it a relationship? I thought it was just like, hey, point to someone and they become a woman.
Every mud pit has a different set of rules.
Oh.
There's kind of a core. There's kind
Okay.
of a core sword fighting
There are
rule that takes place.
deviations.
But sometimes
Okay.
it's picking a partner, not just picking a woman.
Oh, wow. Okay, so in your case, when you picked a woman, you picked her to be...
She became a woman. She just didn't become my woman. It's not a big deal.
Oh,
And
okay.
I'm not upset about it. I found who I wanted to be with.
Part of the process.
Good. Yeah.
Lorena Jasmine Greer.
Oh, that's your wife?
Yes.
Wow, I see. Okay.
Love you, baby. You doing okay down there?
Yeah, I'm doing fine, thank you.
Hey, you're gonna find a man. You're gonna find a man with for
Dad,
2 weeks.
shut
You're gonna become
up.
a woman.
Dad,
You're gonna become a
shut
woman tomorrow.
up. Dad, shut
Your options are fantastic. These men have money and bands.
All right. You know, Lorena, I've been calling you by your first name this whole time, but I feel like it was only appropriate to call you by your middle name. Peach, is it
My
more?
middle name is Peach, yes.
Okay. Well, just for listeners at home who aren't here, I'm going to address you by your middle name if that's okay, just for the sake of simplicity here. So, Peach, it seems like you're a little upset that your dad is on stage here. Can I ask why you feel uncomfortable?
I love my dad, okay? I get it. I love my dad, but he's not an expert. You know, how is he going to get me a date to my debutante ball? You know, he's already done the debutantes. He's already done.
He's already done?
He's already done his time.
I guess I'll pose that question
He's
to...
old.
Well, I don't know that age kind of limits your ability to offer advice or,
No, I mean
or
I am old.
perspective.
I'm up there. Sure, I'm 58 years old.
58.
Yeah, and
okay.
that's getting a little bit old for the debutante stuff, but not always. And if you're an exceptional case, like my man Chester here, 3 bands. All right, Chester can come back to the
My Lord.
debutantes for life, as far as I'm concerned.
It's one of
Okay.
the nicest man I've ever met. This is awesome.
So-
your dad. This
If
your
she
dad?
don't pick you, I just might.
Oh Lord. Oh yeah.
Beau, you
my
are...
God.
You and me gonna find a mud pit. I'll tell you that. right
Okay,
now.
all right.
Oh, let's
We're gonna
do
dance
it.
in the moonlight. All righty.
I wonder, do men who have already become men find like a higher level mud pit? Is there like a matriculation of mud pits?
It's a gentleman's club pit.
Like a
Oh.
level 6 mud pit?
Level 6.
A level 6 mud pit?
I think your training is so far superior to anything I've ever done in my life.
I am just fascinated about it. And is there an age limit on the after-school programs?
Yeah.
You know, for the after school, yes, but we have a continuing education program.
Oh.
Okay, well now, is continuing education, is it required to have had any previous education?
Actually, it's a bit of a misnomer. So
Okay,
no.
all right. All right.
You can start at any age.
Wow.
I think Chester and I are going to sign up for a class together. We're going to do a class together.
This is the beauty of a long life, is you have a lot of opportunity to try a lot of new things.
Well, you're gonna love the wine classes. You get to drink a lot of wine.
Bo, you're on this stage, you're on the show here to offer advice to
voice
hopefully your daughter here. What advice do you have? What could help her?
She is my daughter.
Yes, yeah. What advice do you have for her? Because that's why you're here. Is there anything that you could help to help guide her in the right direction? It seems like she's got 2 very eligible bachelors who could help her, escort her on the way to womanhood. Do you have a preference of one, over the other?
Listen, Peter was not the man for you, and I think you knew that, all right? He works at Sonic, okay?
Sonic is a reputable job. They have tater tots.
I love tater tots as much as the next Greer, but listen, Peter was not a man. And
Sauvignon Blanc is great with tater tots.
Peach, just commit to Chester, go to the debutante, become a woman.
Can I remind you that my grandfather's Robert Mondavi? I am very rich.
I just don't want
Is
to
money
die
a
by your
factor
hand.
for you, Peach? Is that
Money?
Yeah, is money a factor?
I have a lot.
Not really. I mean, we have enough money. The
The
Greers.
septic tank pumping business has been doing pretty good.
Oh, what business?
We pump septic tanks.
Oh, septic tanks. Oh, okay. So it sounds like you've got enough money so where you're not in need, which is fantastic.
Yeah, it's more just like the responsibility piece of it,
Okay.
you know? Like, whoever I give my childhood to who turns me into a woman, that's a big deal to me. And I thought it was going to be Peter. You know, I thought Peter had that, and he doesn't. And so now, last minute, I have to find someone new, and that's a lot.
I see. Now, I feel like I have to ask this question. When you are escorted to womanhood, you're not like looking for a life partner, are you? It's just someone.
Sometimes.
But is that the case here? Are you looking for someone who can both not only escort you to the debutante ball, to dance with you all the waltzes, and to help you get to the metaphorical level of womanhood, but also to have like relations with someone?
I can't tell you that. That's for the debutantes to decide.
I think the boy has something to say.
Another question,
Oh,
actually.
Mateo, you have a question? Go ahead and
if
ask.
you're going to escort a debutante, do you have to do any sort of romantic stuff?
I mean, you gotta escort me. You gotta walk hand in arm.
Oh, I can walk hand in arm.
You gotta do a lot of really courteous, good stuff.
Oh, I'm very courteous.
I'm nervous with you going anywhere with this kid. I'm just nervous. Listen,
I don't know
you
why.
pick me, you don't. I'm just thinking about you now.
I'm a
okay?
level 6 sommelier. Okay, that
I
you
can't
don't
help
need
but
to be
think,
nervous.
while Chester is a more mature man, Mateo here is clearly closer in age. There's only a 3-year age difference between the two of you, whereas there's nearly there's a 49-year difference between you and Chester.
And I'm very mature for
may
my
I
age.
interject?
Sure, Bo,
May I say
go
something?
ahead.
Just something about the age thing, okay? Listen, like, this is not a man. This is a boy. We don't know what kind of a man this is going to be. But Chester
Wealthy
here,
man.
Chester here's been a man for decades.
He's been verified.
We know what kind of a
thrice.
man this is.
That's right, absolutely.
But then when you think about it, he's turned 3 people into women. Is that too many? Would I just be another number, a woman to him?
I think with me, it's a guarantee. It's going to happen. You know what I'm saying?
Can I just say I have started shaving.
Oh, you have?
Yeah.
Chester, do you know the previous women's names?
Of the three from the mud pits of my past? Well, sure I do.
Name
Okay.
them right now.
Sure. We got there was Sarah. She was the first one. Super nice. She ended up opening a small medical store in the town.
A medical store.
What does that
Correct.
look like? Is that a pharmacy? or-
Listen, there were 2 other women I got to get to, but the pharmacy, the store it's very impressive. Bianca was the second woman. She was, like one of those horses that just had to run. You know what I'm saying? And she fucking ran. All right.
I
And
own a
she-
lot of horses on the estate.
The third woman.
In my history, I find women loved being compared to horses.
I know some strong women, and I would think, damn, only thing stronger maybe is a horse.
I do love a horse.
So
Okay.
interesting.
Okay.
Third
we got-
woman, Beatrice, she's dead. Sorry.
Oh, okay. All right. Asked and answered.
Life, death happens to us all.
Yes, it does. All right.
Doing it for some.
So, Bo, it sounds like you have a clear preference for your daughter, Peach. It sounds like you prefer, you think that Chester would be a better suitor for her.
What a man,
Okay,
Chester
but
is.
he is so much older. He's an old man. We're close in age. I'm in middle
Mateo,
school.
I'm curious to know what's in it for you because you seem really hung up on this. But you didn't? Did you know that this was going to be the stakes? When
No,
you
but
came
now
to
that I know, I want to do it. I am the youngest level 6 sommelier. When I see a challenge, I go for it.
Oh, I see. Okay, I gotta give
Also, I
credit
love
to
fancy parties, like little canapes and.
There's going to be a lot of canapes.
I love
There's going to be a lot of
canapes.
canapes.
Okay.
Yeah, canapes. I'm guessing wine. Who's the wine vendor, by the way?
You know, I couldn't tell you.
Oh, that would make sense. Okay, I'll talk to somebody.
I'm not the planning, person, but once I become a woman, I can join the planning committee if I
Oh,
want
that
to.
Oh,
sounds
okay.
fun.
They
Bo?
normally get Prosecco from the Sam's Club. That's normally where it all comes
I'm
from. It's
sorry,
just from
what?
Sam's Club.
I'm sorry. From the Sam's Club?
Well, it's only Prosecco.
Okay,
I think.
I'm gonna have to call my dad up because
The chaperones share a few boxes in
okay,
the fridge. in the
that
teacher's
will
lounge.
not do. Here's another reason why you should pick me. I will donate Robert Mondavi Estates wine to your debutante ball.
Oh,
I can make it happen. I just call my dad up and I say, Daddy, we need wine.
Well, it's not my ball, so that doesn't do anything for me, but see if it helps with her at all.
But Mateo, does that mean that when you get there, all you're going to do is try to sell Robert Mondavi wines?
No, I won't. That's not all I will do. And you know what? I promise I will save it. I will save it until after you become a woman.
I got nothing to sell. I got nothing. I got nothing to sell. All right. I got 66 years of life experience. I got these goddamn hands.
Okay,
and
the
a new
wine
cell
sells
phone.
itself. I don't need to do anything.
But what I got a pure heart, clear eyes, full heart.
Can't
I ain't
lose.
losing. I'm not losing.
can't lose. Lorena Peach, I think you have some great prospects. Whichever route you choose, whichever person you choose, I think you've got a great future ahead of you. But before we make that choice, I think it's important that we open up the floor to questions for anyone in this audience who has any questions for Lorena Peach, for Chester Chestington Chestington Field.
That's all right.
Gentleman, new to cell phones. For Mateo Mondavi, Napa baby of Robert Mondavi, or for Lorena Peach's father, Lorena Bo Greer. Is there any Beauregard Greer? Any questions at all? This is a safe space. Oh, Bo, you just drank all the wine from Mateo Mondavi.
That is amazing. I'm coming around on Mondavi. I gotta
Really?
say.
Really?
It sells itself.
Okay.
Wow. Look, this is a safe space for curiosities. If you have any questions at all, feel free to raise your hand. Anyone have any questions at this point? Oh, yes, we have a question here. Oh, it's Indiana. Please, who is your question for?
Peach,
Peach, go ahead and ask.
would it not be awkward having him be older than your dad?
Oh, is it awkward to have Chester, who's
Very
a date,
awkward. if
who's
you
older
ask
than your dad?
me.
Indiana, thank you so much for bringing that up. Yes, I think it would be, and that is something that I'm currently considering in my brain, which is why I have not made a final choice just yet.
Okay.
If it helps, may I? If it helps, I actually had a concussion about 40 years ago.
40?
Yeah, so mentally I'm about 31.
Oh,
But physically I'm about, physically.
that's almost like a Rip Van Winkle situation.
Yeah, so that's
You just
like
woke up.
Yeah, it's like
Is
why
that
you're
much
so
older?
spry and young feeling.
Correct. My blood is young, but my
Your
body
blood
is
is
old.
young?
Correct.
Concussions affect your
The
blood.
concussion froze my blood.
Okay.
Naturally. Excellent
Okay.
question, Indiana.
Thank you so much.
Any other questions from the
Speaking
audience?
of blood,
Yeah.
you know what's the blood Christ, actually?
Is it wine?
Yes.
All right. Oh, I see one in the back. Your name, sir?
Kevin.
Kevin, go ahead. Who's your question for?
This is for Bo.
Bo, go ahead.
Between these two suitors, would you rather have one of these fine gentlemen or Peter?
Oh, I mean, yeah, your choice, Bo. Do you prefer Peter? Do you regret that he canceled on your daughter, or do you think Chester or Mateo would be better
I
suitors?
came into the room a little bit late. Now, did she tell y'all what he texted her?
Yeah. Sorry, can't make it. Sad face emoji, something like that.
That was pretty bad, and I was pretty sore about it. So I went down to Sonic and I talked to his manager, Daryl, little 16-year-old boy, and I said, "You got to let Peter go." He can't work here anymore.
Oh.
I get milkshakes here. They're half price after 8 p.m.
Yeah, my dad has a lot of pull in this town because he does the septic tanks at Sonic.
I do the septic tanks for a lot of the restaurants in town, and Sonic relies on me. And so I said, Peter's got to go. So Peter is no longer employed.
You got Peter fired. Wow. Yeah, I mean, Peter's missing out. I bet he's regretting ever canceling or on you. This is ridiculous. And you know what? Sucks to suck.
So,
That's real love, when
Yeah.
you get someone fired for you.
Yeah. I think that it's nice to know that your dad is looking out for you. He's got your best interest at heart. Excellent question, Kevin. Any other questions from the audience before we move on to figure out who Lorena Peach has chosen? Yes, you, sir. What's your name?
Hi, I'm Andy.
Hi, Andy.
Question for Chester. You just got the cell phone, but
I did.
What kind of cell phone is it? Is it a smartphone or like an old?
Oh, yeah. It's a T-Mobile phone, but what features?
They tell me it's highly intelligent, very intelligent cell phone. Artificially so, even it sounds like there's a bunch of fake
okay.
technology in there, but it's pretty good. I'll tell you, it's just kind of like a monolith type shape, just kind of a black square. Lights up when people call and text and stuff.
Okay.
Texting, matter of fact, I would probably never text you because I just don't know how. You know what I'm saying? But I'd call you. I'm getting good at that. But
I
it's a
don't
nice
do
phone.
phone calls. I'm 17. I
Yeah,
only
there might be a
text.
generational gap here between Chester and Peach. Yeah, so
Okay.
younger people are more likely to communicate via texting or emojis.
Oh, is that
A lot
right?
of Snapchat. I do a lot of
Snapchat.
Snapchat.
I love
Okay.
Snapchat.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you may have to get on some apps, and if you don't know what those are, we may have to talk after the
Okay.
show to get you
Okay.
on some apps.
Yeah. But I like the phone. Phone's nice. Yeah, it's new. It's
excellent
new, it's
question,
fresh.
Andy. Did I see another hand up over here? In the back? Yes?
Yeah, I have a question for Mateo.
For Mateo? Go ahead.
Can you waltz?
Can you waltz, Mateo? Ooh, good question.
I can waltz.
Yeah? Yeah, all right. You can count to 3. Fantastic.
Yes, I'm very good at counting.
All right.
3 times 2 is,
6.
and I'm a level 6 sommelier.
All right. Fantastic.
Hard to beat.
I
Hard
saw
to
some more
beat.
hands up. I don't want to deny them any questions. Yes, you. Your name, sir?
Simon.
Simon. And for whom is your question?
For Chester, how did Beatrice die?
Oh.
The third person you made into a woman.
That's
how
right.
How did she pass?
Well, it's been since my concussion that I've thought about this. So you'll forgive me if it's a little rusty. Her death is directly tied to my concussion.
Oh.
No surprise there.
Oh, my goodness.
If you were in the mud pit that day, things got close and a little uncomfortable. When she became a woman, she became a little bit like a horse. She just got very strong. Started became a leader in our community. She started to really kind of drive the rest of us like a herd. You know what I'm saying?
Oh.
It really kept us focused. Unfortunately, just like a horse, every now and then she'd kick, right? She'd just kind of kick. And we were on this balcony. It was a small town thing. We were on this balcony. This bar. It was a nice night. We were having a good time. And all of a sudden, she just decided to kick me in the head. And I'm flying back. My leg goes up. I kick her. She flies off the balcony onto her horse, which darts out of the town. No one's seen her since.
You're talking about Beatrice Shaw. Beatrice Shaw is my great aunt. That's how she disappeared. You made my great aunt a woman?
I guess I did.
Wait, I'm sorry.
Is
wait,
she alive?
Wait, she did the
No, she's not.
You don't know if she's dead for
She's
sure?
dead. We had her made into glue. I'm still sealing envelopes.
Made
now.
into glue.
It was a whole ceremony.
You made a full-grown woman into glue?
It's not that hard.
Well, after becoming a woman, she's really more horse than woman.
That's something else. Okay.
Oh, we got a connection.
Wow.
I'm back on Chester.
That's a fantastic question, Simon. Thank you for
Yeah,
that
thank you.
question. I got
Jesus.
time for one more question from the audience. One more. It's a safe space for curiosity. Over here. Your name?
Amanda.
Amanda, and who's your question for?
My question is for Mateo.
Go ahead.
It's not really for me, but I have a friend who would very much like to get a wine recommendation to pair with Flamin' Hot Funyuns.
Oh. Flamin' Hot Funyuns. What wine pairs well with Flamin' Hot Funyuns?
This is going to sound weird because, you think it'd be a white wine, but actually a Pinot Noir.
Oh.
Yeah.
Pinot Noir. Asked and
Yeah.
answered. All
yeah.
right.
Yeah. Tell them. It'll blow their mind.
All right, well, I'm going to close the floor for questions. I want to get back to Lorena Peach Greer. Young lady,
Hi.
On your adventure to become a woman. You have some great prospects here. I don't think either of them would be a bad choice. I feel like whoever you go with will do right by you and escort you on the way to womanhood. At least one of them knows how to waltz. One of them might turn into fencing. It might become
It might be a
they
fight. Yeah.
but all the same, one has a pure heart and has nothing but his heart on his sleeve, along with his 3 stripes, to show you that he is indeed a man. And another with an amazing wine background and a family estate and money, of course. So, Lorena, Peach, Greer, who do you pick?
You know, we've been going back and forth all night, and everybody's been arguing, and they've been making good points, and I've heard those points. But there was one point that really stuck with me more than all the other ones, and it was when my dad said that he got Peter fired. And that made me realize that there's nobody else on this earth that I want to turn me into a woman more than my dad.
Really? Really? I gotta say, I did not see that coming.
So I would like to do my curtsy for you, Dad, tonight.
I will be at the bottom of that staircase waiting to whisk you away. I love you, honey.
I love you,
I'm going to make you a woman tomorrow.
Thank you, Daddy.
It's so special between you two.
Oh my
I'm
God.
going to do my little curtsy for you, okay?
Oh, please, curtsy away.
Okay, here we go.
Oh, fantastic.
That
Whoa! That was a low curtsy.
I've been practicing for 6 months.
Wow.
Wow.
Honestly, if you wanted to be a counselor at the Robert Mondavi Estate Summer Sommelier Camp, we could use someone with your skills.
I mean, maybe.
Hey,
thank
that sounds like
you.
a job offer if I've ever heard it.
Now that you're going to be a woman, I can offer you a job.
Well, I have to go to college first. I can't have a job without college.
When you
because for women, it's harder.
Oh, okay.
Women have to have job, but like you have to go to college to get a job.
You can't have a job without college, even if there is a job offer up front.
Correct. My dad wouldn't even hire me unless I went to college.
Oh,
he
really?
He would hire any man.
Oh, wow.
Regardless of qualifications or even temperament, to be honest.
Really?
Is that right?
Yeah. Daryl was upset when I told him to fire Peter because his application queue is all women.
You're kidding.
And there's only like 3 master's degrees in there.
Well, they'll probably get
See
3.
what I mean?
You could hire this guy.
I'll tell you what, I got nothing. No experience. I have no idea what a septic tank is.
Oh, it's where the poop goes.
You want to pump him?
Oh, I want to pump them.
Okay.
I want to
Wow.
pump them.
All right.
This sounds like everyone's getting an opportunity here.
Wow.
This is fantastic.
You're hired.
The man that you are. Wow.
Chester, I love this. And so you were brought on the stage to be a potential prospect for Lorena Peach, but it sounds like you're going to be a new employee for Lorena Beauregard.
My recent past has been very dark.
Oh, yeah?
And so I figured coming here today, anything that happened on this stage was going to be a good thing.
Amen.
And I'm listen. I may not be the man for this man's daughter, but I will pump those tanks, sir.
Yeah. I feel like this man is the only man for this man's daughter.
In so many ways, you're right.
It's one of the most beautiful things anyone's ever said to me.
I love you, Daddy.
Beautiful.
I love you, Peach.
Oh, wow. So this is fantastic. I honestly did not see this ending coming, but it seems, Lorena, you were absolutely satisfied. I want to thank our expert here in Lorena Beauregard Greer. Thank you, Lorena Beauregard. Beau,
Daddy.
as we wrap this up, is there any advice that you'd like to offer off the audience, or like any bits of word of wisdom that you think that would help us as we go off into this night?
Yeah, if you're out there and you got a daughter who you're just worried is never going to leave the nest or make anything of herself, she's having trouble in love, having trouble finding the right kind of a man, just be that man for her. That's all you got to do.
All right, that's all you got to do. Thank you very much, Lorena Beauregard Greer. And of course, this episode wouldn't be possible without Matteo Mondavi. Matteo! You adorable, charming, young, dare I say, man?
Thank you so much.
Yes, of course, of course. So now you're 14. You're a level 6 sommelier. What's next for you? What's in store? What's something that we can look forward to for your future?
For my future, well, I just started high school
Hey!
in beautiful Oakville, California, in the Napa Valley region of California that my grandfather put on the map. So yeah, I'm gonna go out for the school play. I wanna.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You like the fine arts?
Oh yeah, you know this. I told you I used to perform in the talent show.
That's right. In the talent show, that
And
was.
so did my grandfather. He founded a fine art. He paid for a big fine arts building in Oakville, California.
Oh, okay.
Like the Oakville Opera House is what it's called.
Oh, wow.
That's a true fact. Look it up.
And so, is there what is the play that is coming up this semester? That
They haven't announced it yet.
Oh, I see. But you're eager either way.
I hope it's Rent.
Really, Rent? Oh, wow. Okay, nice. Nice. Oh, that's fantastic. I would love to see you on the stage under the, or I guess on top of the footlights.
Thank you.
Yeah, of course, of course. Is there anything that you'd like to say as we wrap this up?
Yeah, if you're interested in taking some classes, continuing education classes, robertmondaviestates.com/education.
Fantastic. Matteo Mondavi. Chester Chestington Field, a man who is gentle and also new to cell phones and new to employment.
Sure am.
Yeah.
Hey, all right. Come on now.
So you're about to learn the intricacies of pumping septic tanks. How are you feeling in this moment?
I'm feeling lit up. I'm feeling fired up, frankly.
Yeah.
It's been really since the concussion. It's been hard to feel anything.
Wow.
So I'm excited to be feeling something, and this is the spirit's moving through me, and I think pretty soon we're gonna have a lot of that shit moving through those pipes. So I'm looking forward to it. I'm hyped. I'm fired up.
Fantastic. And Lorena Peach Greer. Lorena Peach, I should say, I should focus on your middle name.
You can say my full name. I like it.
Lorena Peach Greer, LPG. You have come a long way from being a young, scared victim of ghosting, rather, of someone who just cut it off. And now you've got a positive outlook on life and a womanhood on the prospects. How are you feeling? And how would you like to, I guess, end this episode?
God, I'm feeling rejuvenated. I'm feeling just wet with anticipation. I cannot wait for the best night of my life tomorrow with my dad. And I think we are going to be the talk of the debutantes. I think everybody
so.
is going to be
I
talking
think so.
about
I think we can all agree on that. I think you'll definitely be the talk of the debutantes.
Yeah.
Well, with that said, with that outlook on life and that new prospect of your father escorting you into womanhood, I gotta say, Lorena Peach Greer, you have been fixed. That's our show.
Thank
That's
you.
our
Thank
show.
Thank you.
Please stand up, Kate Grogan, James Cashman, Leah Slater, Robby Appleton. My name's Dr. Fix Me. You can find us here at the Lincoln Lodge every third Saturday of the month starting in October. And we're available on podcasts, wherever you get your podcasts, Instagram, TikTok. Follow us at Dr. Fix Me. Have a good night!